the
that's
final
good.
time in 2025. Front Bar Cricket Special number 2. Thanks to Han. Lovely to be here with you two blokes. What a night we have in store. What a way to celebrate Australia's win in the first test over in Perth. Celebrate it together with one of the best guests we've had all year. What a good man he is. One of the greatest fast bowlers ever for the great country of England. Stuart Broad to join us on the board. Well, it's going to be magnificent.
Good.
Loads to get through.
Campbell.
Good to see you. That's
Thank
not
you.
Sam Pang. That is Ryan Fitzgerald,
Oh,
everybody.
Thank you. I'm enjoying the outfit. What have you chosen tonight?
I've gone domestic, Mick, and I've gone the Redbacks, being a South Australian.
Jamie Siddons?
No, not Jamie Siddons. I've gone Joseph Scuderi. This is his old, one of the best Italian cricketers of all time. To the Scud out there, actually got a story on him. The first nightclub I snuck into was the Ambassadors Hotel, and guess who was there?
Joey Scuderi.
No, Andrew Hilditch. But thank you to the Scud for giving me his top tonight, so I'll be wearing his kit.
Let's get straight into it. We're a bit overexcited, but what a start to an exciting Test match series over there in Perth. Lasted 2 days, and in that time, one man, an entire nation, the nation that invented the game, were brought to their knees. A former empire of the world come crashing down. They were done, they were dusted, all at the hands of this man.
Standing ovation. Well done, I would buy a used car off that guy.
It's lucky he can swing a bat, otherwise he'd be stacking shelves at Coles. I think we all agree, but what a superstar moment.
Unbelievable.
He brought a nation to its knees.
No doubt about that. So many enduring moments from Perth. It was a ballistic game of cricket. It was over far too soon. There are so many moments that will live in our memory for a long time to come. But I think
thanks a lot, England. I had to spend Sunday with my family.
That's true. That is true.
I could have gone to schoolies week, but no.
In amongst all the scenes that we'll never forget, I think I speak on behalf of everybody here at the front bar that this is the image that will endure for longest out of all of them.
No, can I say...
Hey, that's why I go to the cricket.
We are very lucky to have Stuart Broad.
We are. He's a great...
Sure.
Mate, he is waiting in the makeup room right now, and I tell you, he is very, very happy to be coming on the show tonight.
No! He'll be right.
Well done, Broad. A lot of love and respect for the great man. Of course, what a bizarre
That's the same
game.
look I had when I found out I was having twins. Did you know
that would be a moment for you, I
That
imagine.
would
That
be
would
a
have been
moment for me.
What a bizarre game of cricket it was. No one knew what was going. Ball had dominated bat until this bloke came in, and it is an innings that we're going to remember for a long time.
Extraordinary Test match.
Well, the second fastest Ashes Test ever scored, only behind Adam Gilchrist. 69 balls it took him, and he changed the game in about half an hour. It was truly remarkable what Travis said. You can see it, couldn't you? Watching the game, you could kind of see England running out of ideas. He was breaking their hearts. This is when the 100 came up on the way through.
He's a big game player.
There's no doubt about
He did it in the World Series of Test cricket. He did it in the one-day World Cup final, and he's done it in the first Test against the ancient enemy, and that's to do it when it counts.
So much so.
I mean, that Test was in the balance. That could easily have been the other
no doubt about that. And so, such is the stature now of Travis Head in Australian cricket that he's being compared to the great David Boone. I mean, the moustache speaks for itself.
Separated at birth.
The baggy green, they wear it well, top of the order. I mean,
it's Booney on Ozempic, isn't it?
It's like one of those Booper ads.
The former you.
No, it's very high praise.
But the comparisons are many.
They are.
A lot of similarities.
Yeah.
There are, and I'm not just talking the mo. I'm talking on the pitch as well. When one of them is running between wickets.
Sure.
And this is, I mean, Trav, when you've got your eye in like this, you can take your time. Just how good is that? Yep. You know what? He's seen it like a watermelon. He can do whatever he wants.
And that reminds you of Booney, doesn't it?
Yeah, very similar to David Boone. And Booney used to do the same. So he was the same. He'd take his time. But Trav was probably a little bit quicker to get back to his mark. Booney!
Look. If there was an icy cold beer at the other end, he would have made it.
He's on 135 as well.
He had enough, I think.
That was 200 there for the taking, and he gave it away. But what a player he was. Great to see one of the traditions of Test cricket continued at the end of this. The gathering of the stumps. Travis Head went out there. He can't take the middle anymore. Took the off and the leg. And a memento of a magnificent Test. Presumably he's taking one of those back to a teammate of his. It'll be one of his keepsakes.
I don't like it.
What?
I don't like it.
Don't like what?
It's too easy.
What, getting...
Just being able to waltz up and grab a stump. I just prefer the old days, like 1947, when you had to work hard to get a stump after the game. Last ball and bang. Oh, Jesus. What the hell?
What is going on?
Here's a replay. There's a bloke coming. The umpire's got one.
But the batsman's got one, and then the other two.
Have a look at the batsman. He doesn't like this. So, look, I'm not even going to wait. But look at the batsman. Damn it. What are you doing?
And then they stole him back. You can't leave anything out there.
That's what I want to see.
No.
Work hard for your stuff.
Cricket was better back in those days. It was magnificent. There was spirit, and the game was honoured. It was a magnificent time.
Well,
Andy, what was it?
No, it was
Can
great.
I just ask you, that was a long time ago, but what was it like being at the game?
It was great. The crowd were engaged.
No, I'm serious, everyone. Andy was at the game.
No, it's true.
Look,
have a look.
there he is, right. Can I just say, your coverage of World War II just after that was unbelievable, Andy.
He just got back from the Boer War. That is...
I always went to the cricket.
Who are you there with?
Father O'Driscoll.
The
priest off to the right was Father O'Driscoll. The parish priest from OLV took him everywhere.
Grandson was there as well, I think.
Anyway, good to see you still with us.
Thank you very much. So much conversation leading into the first test, and in the wake of it now leading into the Gabba about the English preparation. There's so much has been mentioned. They had the opportunity to play some of them if they wanted to, a pink ball warm-up game in Canberra. They've decided against that. Instead, they're focusing, this is Brendan McCullum, they're focusing on connectivity and camaraderie. That's something we pride ourselves on. We'll need it over the next few days, says the coach of the English team. So rather go and have a net and get some grinding cricket practice in, they're going to focus on connection and camaraderie leading into the second test. So I put to you two blokes, what does that actually look like?
Golf.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Lots of
golf?
Lots of golf.
Yeah,
I think they should try some connectivity between bat and ball.
That's a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. It is odd because they're professional cricketers. And look, who knows, they may well still win this thing, but I would have thought squeezing a couple of games at cricket in might.
It doesn't sit comfortably with the old timers who like their cricket. Their Test cricket played a bit traditionally. There's no doubt about that. Speaking of traditions, whenever a new Ashes comes along, the broadcasters unveil. It's a tradition now. They unveil their new technology, of course.
It's the advancement of technology in this age. It's unstoppable.
So Fox have this kind of skeleton.
Is that an MRI or what is that? I don't know.
And then they've got the distance between fielders, which shows the gap that they're inviting the batter to
God
hit the ball
for that.
through. So, it's
how's that qualify as new technology? We've been using that very technology on this show for a long time.
Well, that's...
I'll show you. Have a look here. You see my hand as it goes from pot, and then it goes to 18, and then 17, and then I grab it.
There you grab it. Yeah, right.
And cop that, AI.
There you go.
Cop that.
It is... I tell you what...
Go for it.
Yep. It's fascinating how far the technology...
I'm not sure where the
camera's not there anymore. It's fascinating how far the technology has come because it was a bit hit and miss back in the day, especially when the commentators used to control it.
Richie Benaud was talking about getting the slip fielders in just a little bit. Really need them to come up just a little bit. No, we don't want him to go there, that's for sure. That would not help at all. Right, well, this shouldn't be too hard. We'll just get him forward just a little bit, just forward there. And we get this fellow. Oops, no, stay there, don't go back.
What's that guy doing now behind the other fellow?
The infamous double slip.
That is an unorthodox field. I will tell you.
Tony Greig lost control. Let's be honest.
What about the other one? Show the other one.
No.
What?
We're not. No,
Can't we show the other one?
No, we.
I haven't seen the other one.
Fitzy, you'll love it. Can I?
Bill Laurie?
We talked about this in the meeting this
No, let's give it a run. It's a
we're
good one.
grown-ups.
Bill Laurie, have a look.
Butcher will drive in the air to this man walking across to short cover position, and then there's a gully very square that's Stephen Ward.
Bill.
Come on, Bill. Come. I didn't do it. He did it.
Look, we're better than that, Nick. Well, we are better.
Looked like his nose. Actually,
Cherries,
it was like life size.
Lead up to the second test, there's a lot of conversation, particularly in the Australian camp, about who's going to be available. Pat Cummins.
Tony gets better for the Aussies.
He sounds like a man who believes he's going to be there at the Gabba. He's been increasing his loads at training.
He's
Josh Hazelwood, there was speculation that his series might be over, but he sounds
still
like
in the frame.
He might be ready to play. And Usman Khawaja's the big one, of course. Will he play? Should he play? How bad are the back spasms? Are they going to be right by the time we get to the Gabba? There's a lot of questions.
I'm going to say no.
No.
I don't think he can get back. If you see the footage of the actual incident, the back spasm, see if you can pick it out.
Right.
Here he is. See the moment that he... Can you... You can see it.
No, you can see it.
Bit of dry needling, he should be
You're
fine,
not coming back from
You
that.
saw it.
Yeah,
He's not coming. We picked it up.
Just slightly uncomfortable.
Stuart Broad, not too far away. We're going to cross on the other side of the break to a very high-ranking member from the MCC.
Wow.
Don't go anywhere. We're here. It's a very short walk to the Gabba, the Pineapple Hotel. That'll be doing a roaring trade.
Sure is.
Through the second test, of course. Great to be here for Han. How good. Don't forget tonight, following here, the front bar, Unfiltered, Hamish McLaughlin, the host, Ricky Ponty, special guest.
Fantastic.
So that is a cracking chat.
That'll be great.
And don't forget, there's plenty of cricket left. 4 tests, the WBBL
4 tests?
in the run of the final.
That's at least 8-9 days of cricket.
No, that's it. Make sure you get your tickets early, days 1 and 2, preferably if you can. The WBBL, the run to the finals, the BBL,
early.
December 15. Make sure you're part of it. Get your tickets at cricket.com.au/tickets. So there's a lot to look forward to.
Before we move on, we haven't got your... We know what you did on the football field, played at the highest level. What about cricket?
Yeah.
At what level did you get to?
Port Noarlunga White Pointers, accomplished
White
batsman,
Pointers?
everybody. I had a great...
What's wrong with Sharks?
500. No.
Just got to go on with Sharks, the Port Noarlunga
Yeah,
Sharks.
they're a bit dangerous. But, no... So I was a batsman, never made a ton, but it was on 99 one day. This is a true story.
Oh, no.
I didn't know what I was on, and as the bowler was about to come into bowl, my dad walked behind the bowler and was behind him going, "You only need one more." Put me off, nicked it through to the keeper, out for 99. Oh, no. Disaster. Went back to the club, had a couple of beers, added it up 5 times, and I made 103. They missed out on a boundary.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact. That's a
So
fact.
have you been accredited with the 100?
I haven't been accredited.
That's my favourite story.
On the day, it was counted as 99.
Do you consider yourself a centurion or not?
Well, I do personally.
No.
But now there's conjecture that someone put an extra 4 in.
How's your relationship with your dad?
Yeah,
That's bad parenting,
I haven't
by
spoken
the way.
to him for 25 years.
It's in the scorebook as 99. Fitz, bad luck, mate. Hey, Ashes campaigns in the lead up. There's always a bit of lip. There's a war of words leading up. And one exchange took a slightly unexpected turn. And that was because between Steve Smith and Monty Panesar. Monty Panesar suggested that the English press and the English players should revisit Sandpaper Gate to use it to put Steve Smith off.
And Smith fired back.
He did.
Saying, I'm not taking any advice from a dunderhead, basically. And then referenced his appearance, Monty's appearance on Mastermind, which, I'll be frank, didn't cover himself in glory.
In which city is the Olympiastadion built for the 1972 Olympics and where Germany's national football team played international matches until 2001? Munich. In an 1819 poem, what season of the year does Keats describe as a season of mists and mellow fruitfulness? Oliver Twist. Autumn. In which city city is the television comedy series Cheers set?
America.
Boston.
Boston!
Not a,
It's set in Boston. Didn't cover himself in glory.
No.
Easy to poke fun of, but for me, still the worst performance by a cricketer on a game show. You have to go back to Doug Walter's appearance on Family Feud.
Welcome the leaders and the cricket legends. Keith Stackpole, Jeff Thompson, Rod Marsh and Doug Walters.
Chance to steal the match. What do you reckon, Doug? An insect that makes a buzzing sound. Quick, Doug, quick, quick, quick.
An ant.
The old buzzing ants.
yeah.
The old buzzing
I
ants.
reckon he's got Monty covered. Poor stuff.
All right.
Anyway, hey, as we mentioned right off
here
the
we
top
go.
of the show, there's 40,000 English supporters have come here for the Ashes. It's great to see so many down here, of course. One man is the heart and soul of English cricket, born into the gentry, the landed gentry of English cricket. He is the secretary of the MCC. He joins us live from the Gabba. It's his first time in Australia. Please put your hands
Second
together.
time on the show.
It is, but the first time in Australia.
Australia.
Please make welcome the Secretary of the MCC, Mr. Broderick Curtis Wellington Smythe.
G'day.
Hey, mate, great to have you on. How are you finding Australia?
I must say it is truly awful. The people seem, what's a kind way of saying it, remedial. It's like you're all a Yorkshire pudding short of a Sunday roast. You know, there's a badger loose in the veggie garden. Especially here in Queensland, they can't spell beer for a start. 4 X's. It's like a convict signing his name. And does anyone actually work in this godforsaken country? You all seem to lay about on the beach all day in your, what do you call them, your skimpy swimming attire? Budgerigar smuggling pants? Disgusting. They leave nothing to the imagination. I saw a chap emerge from the surf with his undercarriage dislodged. Like a Spitfire aircraft with one hairy wheel down.
Broderick.
I say.
Broderick. That's very, very
Jeez.
that's very unfair, Broderick. You've got to say that Australia's got a little bit going for it, don't they?
Oh, really? Where's your culture? All you Australians have is the big banana or the big pineapple. Where's the big piece of sandpaper? As I've always said, you can't buy your sporting equipment at Bunnings. Lowest prices are just the beginning. Currently, it's schoolies up here in Queensland, and the future of Australia is on the Goldie, chundering in the street, fornicating in the sand. Good luck, Australia. There's also some dodgy types lurking around that I believe you call toolies. I saw King Charles' little brother walking around. We dare not speak his name.
Well, you brought it up. I wasn't going to ask, but speaking of the royal family, how are they getting on?
The less said about that, Mr. Malloy, the better. You're an Irish braggart, and you intend only harm to the Royal House of Windsor. In short, it's a bit of a shit show. Great Britain has changed forever. The royals are in disgrace. Cities are paying billions not to host the Commonwealth Games. And we used to be able to charge through the countryside on horseback, chasing foxes. Now, all bad. I loved hunting. I used to hunt tigers and lions and elephants. That's where I met Glenn McGrath. Hoo-ha, indeed.
Let's get on to the cricket, Broderick. You've lost the first test. Is Bazball working?
I like Bazball, Fitzy. It's aggressive, it's exciting, but there's a problem. It's not working. Because, how you say, we are shit at cricket. But I am enjoying the Barmy Army, giving it to Steve Smith, We saw you cry on the telly. We saw you cry on the telly. It's funny, but they're right. Men shouldn't cry. The last time I cried was when Prince Philip died. What a terrible shock. Snatched away from us at the age of 99. There is no God. I miss you, Phil.
Now, obviously, you're a bit homesick just thinking about it. How are you going to celebrate Christmas here in Australia?
Well, normally, Michael, it's 14 courses, all containing pheasant or venison. Then we exchange colonies, watch Home Alone 2. Poor Kevin, they forgot him again. This year will be a traditional Melbourne Christmas where I carve the turkey with a machete. Try to stave off a home invasion when some chaps turn up unannounced to take the roller for a spin. And then on to the sacred MCG for the Boxing Day test, with memories of yobbos in Bay 13 throwing cups of urine at opposition players. Us English prefer not to shower, especially when it's a golden one.
Thank you, Broderick.
Oh, Broderick.
There's a lot to look forward to. It'd be great if you wouldn't mind to join us at the bar. Would you do that?
I'd love to do that. Off we go.
There he
Broderick.
Warning, it's cold.
Yes,
it's not served at room temperature
It
like
hurts
you
my
used to.
brittle yellow English teeth, Michael.
It will.
You mentioned your hunting before, Broderick.
Oh, yes.
Well, you were really
I was a
big
keen
game
hunter.
Yeah.
I used to hunt the Bengal tiger. I've got a big Bengal tiger's head in my den. My grandson came in the other day, Fitzy, and said, "Did you shoot that, grandfather?" And I said, "Yes, I did. I was a great hunter. I used to stalk through the undergrowth. And one day, Marty, I could hear the tiger stalking me, crunching through the undergrowth. And I thought, oh, here we go. And then it just burst out of the bushes and went, "Roar!" And I shit myself. My grandson said, "You must have been scared." I said, "No," when I went, "Roar!"
You mentioned that you're good friends with Glenn McGrath. I believe that you're also good friends with Lawrence Mooney.
The Moonman.
Yeah. He's got a show. Would you mind?
What an ugly bunch of reprobates that is.
Moon party on sale December the 15th. I say to the Moonman, "Where am I?"
Right. Well, that is a good point.
Why didn't I get a Guernsey?
Tickets are on sale next week. Go to lawrencemooney.com. Broderick, thanks ever so much.
I'm smiling.
Don't go anywhere. From one English race to another on the other side of the break, Stuart Broad to join us on the show.
Hearts are in mouths, stomachs in knots. Great catch! You beauty! This is going to be so close. That is a statement. That is an absolute statement to the field. The road to the AFLW Premiership ends here.
Seven's mega weekend of sport is this weekend.
More big moments on the biggest stage.
Live and free on 7 and stream free on 7 Plus.
Welcome back to the front bar, the cricket edition. Fahan, how good. So much looking forward to the Gabba the second test, and it's a joy to welcome tonight's very special guest to the program, the second greatest wicket taker in Test cricket history for England, one of the few men to take 600 wickets at Test level, and a man who absolutely thrived when the Ashes were on the line. Please make him welcome Stuart Broad, everybody! Thank you. Thank you. You could have gone from Perth to Brisbane, but you've come here to be part of this tonight. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for being part of it.
Thanks for having me.
It's dust has settled now on Perth. We've had a chance to digest. How's it landed with you?
I felt a bit sad, if I'm honest, after it. You know, it's. I think back to that mid-afternoon day 2 with England ahead of the game. It feels all pretty rosy, and then the Aussies did what the Aussies do. They sort of made a tactical switch. Most competitive people in the world got themselves back in the game, and from then on, it was amazing. There's a big difference when you're playing. It's obviously devastating. When you just sit back a little bit and you can actually enjoy what Travis Head did. It was breathtaking. It was one of the best innings I've ever seen.
It's one thing to... Your first time watching, because you know most of those guys, you played a lot of cricket with those guys. Did you feel helpless or frustrated? But we were looking at you in the commentary box, which I was enjoying immensely. It felt like you wanted like a superhero, rip it off and get out there and somehow help.
I wouldn't like to have bowled at Travis in that mood, to be honest. He was going, but it was the crowd are going. You know, it was that energy of the stadium that only Australia produces, where it felt like everyone was whacking the seats and everything was going, and the England brains were just sort of moving a bit too quickly to really figure out what was going on. It was an amazing move to move Travis to the top of the order. I think if he'd have come in at 5, we had a chance.
So it's one thing to win the Ashes, but the other thing I enjoyed just as much at beating the Poms is the reaction of the English press, which, it's fair to say, is always fairly measured. So let's just have a look at some of the favourite moment. Ben chokes, that's crash and burn, balls up. And this is my favourite. Sorry, but I can't take stupid England seriously. And I noticed you bumped Ukraine off the head of the paper. I mean, they don't muck around, the English press. Have you taken the temperature at home?
Neither do the Aussie press, mind.
The
England boys are in. The England boys are in for it at the minute. It's one of those where you just need to, stay tight, sort of almost try and ignore it as much as you can for these next couple of days, and build up for the next test. I mean, I've toured here a few times. I'm very used to headlines like that.
We're so excited to have you in the media, and you've done a great job so far. But before the Ashes, you had some pretty strong predictions.
It's probably the worst Australian team since 2010, when England last won, and it's the best English team since 2010. I tell you, don't lie to me here. At lunch day 2, are you thinking the same? Are you thinking the same?
Terrified. We were. Absolutely terrified. We thought you were 100% right. So that's that. We'll talk about the preparation for the Gabba in a moment. But you are a remarkable player. You've been an incredible competitor and you've had a phenomenal career. 604 Test wickets. But it was against us that frustratingly for us...
You used to terrorise us.
You seem to find your best. 150.
You and your mate Anderson.
What was it about this series, Stuart, that seemingly brought out the best in you, do you think?
I think a bit of history involved. My dad was involved in 86, 87 over here, so I sort of grew up around it. You know, kids at 4 years old are generally watching Postman Pat, and I was watching him play Ashes cricket, you know what I mean?
You were sledging kids at kindergarten.
I loved the competitive spirit of the Australians, and I think that brought the best out of my competitive spirit as well. Ultimately, I think I learnt my trade a bit over here. I came here when I was just turned 18. I had 6 months over here, and that was the biggest learning experience of my career. So, yeah, to me, Ashes cricket was always the absolute pinnacle, and it just motivated me so much.
When you take 153 Ashes wickets, you're pretty good at knocking Australians over. Was there one who you struggled with? Was there one, and we'll talk about your battles with Dave Warner in a moment, but was there one Australian batter who you really struggled with?
A couple. I mean, Steve Smith's just an absolute beast. When he gets going, he's so difficult to bowl up. Actually, Brad Haddin was... every time he came to the crease, just a bit of a scrapper. That was a nice one.
I have no idea what happened.
That was one of the easiest ones. Brad Haddin just felt like he was coming out to war every time to play, you know, and he'd just swing that bat really hard. So he never let you settle. He sort of played, he was pretty fearsome.
You spoke about your old man before, Chris. Take us back to the early memories of cricket. We've got some photos here, but we need to point out you did have a baggy green in your hand there at some stage.
What was he doing there, putting an Australian cap on?
That's bad parenting. Right there.
There's the Duncan Fernley.
Yeah, that's my first bat, the old Duncan Fernley. Actually, Duncan Fernley himself, because my dad used it, made that for me, so it's very special. Now my 3-year-old daughter's got it herself, so it's like...
But being down in the rooms and being a part of that England side as a young child, what memories do you have of that?
Very inspiring in a way. You know, you grow up around cricket grounds. I always think of Trent Bridge, where I grew up. My dad played for Nottinghamshire, so it was always those lunch breaks and tea breaks where I'd sprint out to the outfield and be playing. And when I'd watch a bit of cricket, and then I'd go and play underneath the scoreboard and use the bins as wickets. And I just loved that feeling of watching cricket and then go and play it. Because I think cricket's one of those games, as soon as you feel that feeling of hitting the ball in the middle of the bat, or you take a catch or you get a wicket, even if you're bowling at a dustbin, that's the joy in the game. And as soon as you feel that, that's when you fall in love with it.
I remember your dad in that Ashes series out here. It felt like his bat was bigger than it should have been. It felt like it was too broad. It felt like it was sort of breaking all sorts of rules. We couldn't get it past any of his edges that year. He's had a magnificent series, and he went on to be an ICC match referee, of course, so he's continuing to commit to the game. Have you run foul of your old man as he's been a ref and you've been a player?
I got unlucky once, yeah. So he could never do our games because he was never allowed to do England games. Right. And COVID hit and they couldn't travel, so he ended up doing our games. And I got Yazir Shah out at Old Trafford, and I politely just told him where the pavilion was. He might not know where it was. I just he hit me for 6, I got him out, and I said, look, it's sort of over there if you're going to find it. And in Test matches, you get fined if you're caught swearing audibly on the camera, or you're seen to do it. And none of that happened, but the stump mic picked up. Oh, no. Just one guy, I think, in Dubai had heard me say it on the stump mic. And my dad laid this charge to me, whatever it was, like 15% or something. So I had to sign it. And I signed it. As I signed, I just said to him, look, I'm not buying you a birthday or Christmas. Absolutely no way.
That's fair enough.
Happy effing birthday, you wrote on the card. Yeah. You mentioned you came out here for a bit of a baptism of fire when you were young. Was it about 18? You ended up at the Hoppers Crossing Cricket Club with some likely guys here.
How old are you there?
8, of course, an Aussie pitcher, that, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So there it is, a pasty-faced young English fop with, I don't know, some outlaw bikies, I think. What did you learn from the Hoppers Crossing Cricket Club?
Loved,
can I ask?
Absolutely every moment of it.
Yeah.
It was, when I get talked about sledging in Ashes cricket, nothing more ferocious than that. Young English lad out of public school coming here. It was pretty brutal. The biggest thing I learned, honestly, from playing, it wasn't sort of Premiership cricket. It was a district or sub-district, I think. You had these battles through the day, and they were on. And my team would back me up like you wouldn't believe, and against the opposition. And then you'd get in the change rooms after, and you'd have a beer. And the person who'd been calling you every name under the sun all day would be the first to sit next to you. And I loved it. I was like, wow, what an amazing thing. And it was one of those, you had to train Tuesday, I had to train Thursday to play. I lived with the most amazing family for 6 months, the Seds, who he did the sort of wickets at the ground, and I helped him with that. It was just the most awesome experience.
Do you keep in contact with any of the
loads of the guys. Yeah, loads of the guys.
Did they ask for tickets to the Ashes?
Do you know what? They never have. No. They just asked me to pay for the beer.
Give them some for day 3.
As a young developing quick, though, they would have been gentle on you. They've got to look after the frame, or aware of sort of overloading young bowlers and looking after their backs. They would have used you sparingly, no doubt.
Well, so in England at the time, I don't know if it's still the same, you were only allowed to bowl 5 over spells or 6 over spells at that age. And I came here and they lobbed me the new ball and said, you bowl till you're tired type. Honestly, I think I bowled like a 16 over spell day 1.
I love sports scientists around.
I loved all those little tactics. You know, we might bowl. I think we played Saturday. So you'd bowl on the Saturday and you'd away from home. You'd go back the next Saturday and you're getting out there to bat, and the outfield's like that long. You know, so like you're trying to hit it through the covers and it just plinks like a yard. Yeah.
We had Australian cricket fans have had a love-hate relationship with you. We love to spar with English players.
You're a villain.
Mainly hate.
Mainly, you know, there's a lot of respect for you as a player, obviously, and you did become public enemy #1 for a long time whenever Australia...
Was there a moment that journey began?
Well, I put to you, Stuart Broad, that I suspect it might have been this moment, 2003. I think you know where we're going here. Ashton Agar, a young whippet himself, gets the outside edge, straight through to Michael Clark.
Bad luck.
Out,
Bad
and
luck.
then suddenly, what happens next?
Every time I see that, it looks a lot worse than it
It came off the middle. It wasn't even an edge.
At the time, it felt like a little feather off Brad Haddon's sort of thumb to first slip. But then when I see it, I'm like, oh, that is quite bad.
Just for context, we'd run out of reviews.
Yeah.
So there was no. Oh, yeah.
Well, look at Buff, he was not happy.
So Ian Bell was at the other end, and the over finished, and we sort of tapped gloves. He was like, "Did you nick that?" I was like, "I've absolutely smashed that, yeah." And then so one of those ones where they keep replaying it on the screen. And I didn't really think about it again until I got into the changing room. We were not out at the end of the day, and Andy Flower, the head coach, came to me and goes, "Do you mind doing press tonight?" So I was like, "Yeah, fine." He's like, "Are you prepared about what you want to say?" I was like, "About what?" I was like, "Well, the incident." I was like, which incident? So I was just playing. And he went, "When you've nicked it?" I was like, "Is that a thing? Has that become a thing?" He's like, "Yeah, it's blown up."
Well, Darren Lehman seized on it straight away. He made sure, because there was a quick turnaround, I think, between that series and the next Ashes series out here. And Buffer, we saw at the end of that clip, was adamant. Make sure that when they come out here, every Australian cricket fan makes it as uncomfortable.
Yeah, but no, can I just say, you were quite diplomatic with it, and you tried to hose it down going into the next Ashes series.
And Stuart Broad has called Australians sore losers and dared fans to abuse him when England visit this summer.
Is that a quote? Did I say that?
You dared fans to boo you on the next tour of the Ashes.
That's naive, isn't it?
Yeah. Can I just say, thank God Australian fans were forgiving when you came back out.
It's a big one now. Listen to the crowd. They're into everything. That's Broad coming in, of course. They've remembered we're not supposed to like him. They're into it. The seats will fill up. Mitchell Johnson will start the spark again.
Stuart Broad, I know what you did last summer. You would have loved that, though. Did you love that rivalry? Did it get you up?
On it.
I loved, I did. I mean, I prepared for it a little bit. I must admit that when my name got announced to bowl my first ball at the Gabba, that I can still hear that noise. Now, that was enough to shock me. I was like, oh, that's louder than I expected at the boos. But I bowled my first spell, and I wandered down to fine leg. And suddenly everyone started standing up. I thought they were going to sing something here, and off they go. They start singing that. Broadies, you know the...
Broadies a wanker.
I didn't know I could say that.
Everybody. Broadies a wanker.
Take me right back. So it started in the middle, and then I ended up becoming the conductor of it. I was like, louder. And I promise you, I just got this song in my head, and I'd be whistling it all the time. So I'd be in the change room making a cup of tea. I'd be going... Lads like, what are you doing? I'm like, like just subconsciously, it was all over me.
We should point out, we reserved that for very special people, so you should feel honoured. You've been given the wanker chance. Richard Hadley,
It wasn't just the fans, though. The media, as you mentioned, the media lined him up as well.
The Courier Mail up in Brisbane was waiting for you, and after you got five for, this was their front page. They've airbrushed you out.
They would. It's true stories.
And I want to point out, around the same time, Osama bin Laden got killed, and they put a picture of him on the paper.
That would have been Crash Craddock up at the Courier Mail.
They refused to put your face and your body in any of the photos. They whited you out. That's not us mucking around. No. Never got your name. Never got mentioned.
And the fans, of course, they piled in at the same time. Here's a shit bloke. Have you run into any of these guys? They stay in contact with you.
I was actually half expecting you to be wearing on tonight, to be honest. But there was a moment actually. It was Christmas Eve. I'd gone for a walk after training with my mum, and we walked through Botanical Gardens here. And I'm just walking back to the hotel, and I see this yellow shirt with green writing about 30 yards away. I'm thinking, not now. It's Christmas. My mum's not really into the whole swearing thing, And he gets closer and closer, and we just come to the park. And I'm wearing a cap. He just goes, "Oh, excuse me." I'm like, "Yeah." Thinking, here it goes. He just goes, "Do you know where the park is?" I was like, yeah, there, left, right, and you're in. He's like, "Cheers, bud."
You've dodged a bullet.
He's wearing Stuart Broad's a shit bloke. No idea who I was. No idea.
Fantastic. Absolutely.
Can you hang around? I think it's time to go. Is it time to go to a break, Mark? Over there. Is it? Should we go? Do we go to a break?
Oh, that's poor.
Oh, good on you, Mark. Thanks, buddy. There it is.
More Stewart Broad on the other side of this bar. Well done. If you could ask for a way to finish a career, I'm not sure you could get it much better than this. It didn't lead to a winning of the Ashes campaign. Stewart Broad, our special guest tonight. But 2023 Ashes, your final test, the final test of a really spirited series at the Oval. You pick up the last 2 wickets, Todd Murphy and Alex Carey, to secure the test match for England, to clean us up well and truly, and to finish what was a magnificent career. What a way to end what was a spectacular test career. After that series where your expectations would have been so high as a team and you would have wanted to win the Ashes, you squared the series, Australia retained. How did it feel at the end of that when you sat down and you had the first quiet moment as a retired Test player?
Yeah, I mean, the retirement thing came. I knew I wanted to finish playing in an England shirt. I wanted my last ball to be an England shirt, and the thought of that being against my lifelong sort of rival Australia was a dream to be able to do. Yeah. So obviously would never have dreamt to get a wicket with the final ball, etc. But a series reflecting that we should have won. Think about Edgbaston, where Pat Cummins got me over the line, great at the end, but we declared sort of a bit early on day one. It was quite a long, slow test match. And the Aussies, again, just one of those little key moments. Lords, well...
Let's examine Lords.
Wow.
Let's go...
I don't know why I mentioned it.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
No, of course you were there.
I was there that day and I watched a nation lose their tiny mind. This is one of the most exceptional incidents in Test cricket. Yeah. By the letter of the law, it is out. It's not the first time we've seen it. I think Bairstow himself, in the same test, had been guilty of something similar.
So you walked out...
I think the coach, at some stage, hadn't he? Attempted a stumping.
No comment.
So, Stewart, you walk out into the middle of all of that. I mean, it's as fiery as an Ashes test has been in living memory. What was it like when you
came out hot?
When you came out hot,
I was absolute red mist.
Yeah.
So talk us through it. When you're watching it in the change room, you see what's happening, and what's going through your head?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I didn't see. So the Lord's changing rooms, you don't get a good view of the ground at all, right? All those boos are for you. That's what I said to him there. All these boos, they're for you. I'm in the changing room, and you can't really see the ground at all. So you're sat in your spot and you're watching the TV, which is about a 4-second delay. So I hear this sort of murmur of an appeal. So I sort of like... Brendan McCullum stood by the door. What's happened, Baz? He's like, oh, there's a bit of an appeal. Johnny's sort of wandered out his crease, end of the over. He might be going to tap, like, Stokesy's hand, not sure. So I sort of get up and I see it just once on the TV and I think, oh, it looks like the end of the over to me. So I sit down. Huh. And then suddenly I hear this booing, like really ferocious booing. So I stood up, I was like, Baz, what's happened? He's like, he's out. What does that mean? He's like, you're in. So I'm sort of like, I'm like scrambled, you know? I'm like, where am I? Get down the stairs, and my first awareness of the emotion of it was Johnny walking back in. Normally when you pass a batter coming in, it's like, you know, is it seaming, is it swinging, what's the light like, is it going through okay? Just stormed past me, you know, straight past me, staring at the floor, like breathing really heavily. And I get onto the pitch and it's, you know, it's electric out there. It's like the noise is absolutely outrageous. So the crowd is my first connection to anger.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I had a bit of a disagreement with Patty Cummins as I'm walking out to bat.
Yep.
He was really sharp, actually. I said something about him being a disgrace, and he came back like, oh, yeah, mate, you're hardly the face of the spirit of cricket or something. Yep. And that set me off. Then I'm off. And I was just attacking anyone in a green cap for about 20 minutes. And honestly, I'd lost the plot for 20 minutes, said some silly things to Alex Carey, forgot there were stump mics and cameras. And then Stokesy, we sort of tapped gloves after 20 minutes, and Stokesy went to me, like, you all right? I'm like, sorry, man, I'm all over the place here. Like, I'm with you, don't worry, like, I'm in the battle. And he went, keep going. Like, he said, have a look at all the Aussies now. You've sort of rattled them in a sense that they're not talking, there's no planning, they're just sort of bowling. He said, they're bowling badly at me because there's no communication. He was getting away. She said, so it was half an hour of probably, like, absolute red mist, and then 2 hours of, you know, I was just playing up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the stumping, he's not out, but he got stumped. So the spirit of cricket also is like you accept the umpire's decision. Is that? I think that's actually written in to the code of the.
So you're saying I shouldn't have walked? Is that what you mean?
Well, why don't we take a look? There he is.
So the umpire got the right decision.
It's interesting that you referred straight to that.
Has your mind changed over time when you look back at it, or you still feel exactly the same?
It's changed because now I'm retired. I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I loved the emotion of what that did to that series for us, in the fact that we were 2-0 down at the end of that. Where do we end up going? Johnny Bairstow's home, Leeds, and they absolutely love him to bits up there, and the crowd are up. And to be honest, if the chance of us getting those runs at that time were low, because we needed Stokesy played. He got an amazing 150.
Yes,
so it was likely we'd be 2-0 down anyway.
It was incredible.
And then we wouldn't have had that same sort of galvanisation of the country going to Leeds. So it was quite a big turning point in the Ashes. But is that not what we love about
exactly right? We're still talking about it, and it still ignites
the
relationship.
The moments.
You can have lots of different viewpoints on this, but if you want one defining one, I think Marcus Harris underlined the point.
I was like, you write the rules, you fucking idiot. Not our fault.
No ambiguity there.
I've never heard that before.
So, as we mentioned before, your record...
You wouldn't have lunch with the Aussies, is that true? You didn't have lunch with the Aussies?
I didn't.
No, the team afterwards.
Because you all went and met for lunch.
Wouldn't have drinks after the test?
Oh, no, that's got a bit twisted. So,
not true. Good.
So that day, Johnny Bairstow never goes up. So at Lords, you can either have lunch in the change room or you can go upstairs. And upstairs, lovely dining room. Johnny Bairstow never goes upstairs. Always downstairs, little towel over his lap, eats. That day, up he goes. So everyone's having the, chicken and sweet potato or whatever, and Johnny's not got anything on his plate, he's just staring at all the Aussies. And Zach Crawley's a bit of a wind-up merch, he's a bit like, Johnny, you can't be happy with that, Johnny, can you? What you say? And they're just replaying it on the telly. And Zach's going, ask him, Johnny, ask him, are they happy with that? And he stands up and whacks it down. You happy with that, lads? And everyone's shocked. I think Warner just went, yeah, pretty happy with that.
I'm just saying, Johnny Bairstow without anything on his plate, that's a rare sign. And just quickly, we're just interested, it's just such a great incident, will go down in the annals of history. What about the members' performance? Did you see that as the Australians were being absolutely broadsided by the custodians of the spirit of the game?
Quite bizarre. So Stokesy had got 100 pre-lunch, if my memory serves correct. So I'm sort of sat 5 yards behind him, letting him soak in. Walk into the long room, and the ovation's incredible for him. Honestly, I got hit by an amazing wave of energy. And the Aussies were maybe 20 yards behind, so we turned the corner to go to our change room, and the atmosphere just flipped when the Aussies walked, and everyone just started booing and being really aggressive. Enough for Stokes and I to stop, and we thought an incident happened straight away. I've never heard a change of atmosphere like the noise. It's just one room. It sort of bounced off. But then I wasn't aware of all that sort of nonsense that happened. Saw it on the telly, but a bit silly.
It was just one of the most extraordinary atmospheres. I can't believe I was there that day.
So back to the cricket in your history in Ashes campaigns. David Warner, 17 times you got him, and it was very reminiscent of Andrew Flintoff and Adam Gilchrist. How did you work your way through Warner, the early phases of your battles with him, to being the complete master of this one-on-one contest?
Through a bit of pain, to be honest. I played against him a lot early in our career, and this gets a bit crickety, a bit boring, but he sort of sat leg side of it and hit through cover point, so hang on the back foot, hit it through the covers. So I did this research and basically realised he never hit the ball through mid-on straight or mid-wicket. So I just decided to bowl leg stump, and my aim was he would never hit me through the offside, and I'd just try and bowl leg stump every single ball, and if he's not hitting me that way, I'm winning. So actually, if it gets caught down the leg side, I was pretty happy. I'm not going to let him hit me through the covers, and that was my only mindset, just to never bowl anything too far outside off stump. And I got lucky. I got him twice at Edgbaston the first time I'd gone with this plan, and then got him with a beauty at Lords that went up the slope, which is really rare. And then you know what Ashes series are like. You've got 10 innings to bowl at a bloke, and if you get him early, you can sort of keep... I mean, look, live now, we've got Starkey and Root. You know, it's like it's got him twice, Stokesy and Root. Got him twice.
It's a bunny. It's called a bunny. When did you realise he was your bunny?
The exact moment?
The exact moment. Well, how many wickets does it take?
I think probably the 16th or 17th.
Right, very diplomatic from you.
Could you tell, though, like, did you get a sense, could you tell, the numbers tell the tale, but could you tell that he was struggling with it?
Do you know what?
Way to deal with you?
I've never actually said this to him. I was amazed that he didn't just go into T20 mode against me at one stage. That's what me and Stokes would talk all the time. There's going to be an innings where he's just going to absolutely fly at us, and then what do we do? And I'm amazed that never came. I was thinking, particularly that 19 series, start of 23, I thought he's just going to... He's that experienced. Thought he'd just come out and go, I'm going to sweep him, I'm going to reverse it, I'm going to just whack him. And he never did. But, you know, it's one of those things. When you play against someone all the time, you're going to expose little weaknesses. And that's why it's so much better being a bowler, because, you know, you get the chances, the batters get one chance, whereas if he hits me for 4, no one really remembers it, does it?
We're going to have to let you go. Thank you. You've been very patient and kind with us. I need to ask, Bazball, are we persevering?
Is it working?
Is it where are we at? Are we doubling down? It seems to be.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's just a mindset that the guys try and play with. That doesn't mean that you try and drive through extra cover in Western Australia. You know, it's definitely learning from those sort of mistakes, but it's that commitment to taking the positive option. That's what it is. So, you know, the English, we quite sort of naturally go into our shells and defend if the pressure comes on. If the pressure comes on, go the other way and try and strike, try and attack. So, it's obviously been a really tough start. But let's be honest, a tough start for most of the batters, apart from Travis Head.
No doubt.
So, you know, Basil, get them all around get them tight and give them
a lot of cricket to be played.
It's a joy to have had you on the show tonight. You are part of the Channel 7 commentary team this summer, so who knows where this series is going to go. The unpredictability is extreme. So hopefully you're enjoying being part of the team. And if we don't get enough of you there, you are doing a podcast with Josh Butler. So if people are keen to hear more conversations, probably with an English skew, you can listen to the...
very neutral. Very neutral. Very neutral.
It's a good listen.
Might be pro-Aussie in a few weeks.
We can't thank you enough for coming on the program today. And we always like to give our guests a little bit of memorabilia to go with. So we've knocked something up quickly. We hope you like it. And it's just to commemorate your time here.
Yeah, well done.
I'm about to see Ashes 2025. There it is. There it is. I'm going to give you that.
Put your hands together, everybody. Stuart Broad is joined us. Don't go anywhere. Nick Nolte on the other side of the break.
Well done, Stu.
Welcome back to the Front Bar Cricket Edition. Fahan, how good. It's our final show of the year. We love celebrating the contribution of fans to the sports that we love most. We have an honour board to commemorate the great contributions from the fans, and it's time now, thanks to Yui, to induct another into the Hall of Fans. And what a joy it is.
It's an amazing joy. It's a very tough board to get on. Have a look at it over there.
So we'll get to that in a moment.
Extraordinary.
We go to the Central Victoria, where Skeet Scully is going to be tonight's nominee and inductee into the Hall of Fans. There is a humble man who has made his life in this shed dedicated to collecting cricket memorabilia. He's got over 150 bats. He began collecting in the early 80s when his collection started taking over their home. The wife said, get it out. We need a cave. You've got to put it somewhere else. That's
who?
Skeet Scully.
His wife?
Yeah, his wife.
I didn't think you could have that many bats and a wife. I would have thought they're mutually exclusive.
I'll marry him.
They are.
Can I marry him?
It's a magnificent contribution to the game, and it's a joy to say that Skeet Scully joins us in the studio tonight. Skeet, well done. There he is. Congratulations, Skeet, to you and your contribution.
How did it start, Skeet?
84.
Yeah.
A bloke gave me 2 bats that he found in a shed on a clean out. a Lindsay Hassett and a Keith Miller.
Wow.
Indeed, and that was the start of bigger things to come. Did it used to be inside the house, the collection?
Not all of them, no, but there was 30 or 40 in the spare room to start with, and about a half said it was me in the shed or the bats.
Skeet, we've got to obviously ask your favourite bat from your favourite player, and how did you acquire it, Skeet?
Probably a Hooks Hurricane.
Yep.
And it was actually mine. So...
You made a few tons with it?
Well, that's not collecting. That's keeping.
It's keeping, yeah.
No, I didn't, Fitzy. No, not that one. I did with a jumbo, though. A Viv Richards jumbo.
Oh, the Viv Richards jumbo.
In a grand final.
Yeah, right, in a grand final?
Yep.
Awesome.
Can I ask you this? Your house or your shed's burning to the ground. You can only rescue one thing. What do you get?
Good question.
Well, there's one rare one in there. It's a woman's bat. It's a Dot Debnan.
Yeah.
It's the only one known in Australia, so I'd probably snatch that up.
I would have thought when I said you could only save one item, you would have said Julie. But no, you didn't. Julie, are you okay with all this? You gave him his marching orders. He's got a shed out the back. Have you reached a happy medium?
I think so, Mick. It's it's all out there now. Or most of it's out there.
And Julie, what's the best bat to hit Skeet with?
Definitely the jumbo.
Well,
it's a great collection.
You're going up on the big board. You're back cave guy. We love every part of it. We would like to help you grow this for you. So, as a contribution,
have you got something to add to the collection?
My last cricket box that I used in my very last game. Here it is.
And you know what, Skeet? We'll throw in one more. We'll throw in Sam Pangs as well. So Skeet, that's 2 boxes coming your way, mate.
There it is. Good on you, Skeet.
Well done, Skeet. Well done, Julie. And there you are. Up on the honours board, of course. You'll be there forever up alongside some of the other great fans who've given so much to the games we love. 2025, Skeet Scully, a.k.a. the Bat Cave.
Okay, guy.
Well done. Well done.
And Julie.
Of course.
Julie.
Thanks for your
basic humour.
Hey, there's a lot to look forward to on the channels of 7, of course. Doubleheader, the WBBL, getting to the pointy end of the season. We work out who's going to play finals. Doubleheader on Friday. Sixers Heat Strikers. Thunder Stars had a big win today over the Hurricanes. And then Saturday night, the 2 powerhouses. 3 years in a row, North Melbourne and Brisbane Lions have been the 2 to play off for the W Grand Final. Can the Kangas be beaten? Can Brisbane do it? It's the big question. They have been dominant all year. So looking forward to that on Saturday night. Time now... Time now for Mixed Multi!
Yes!
Okay,
this has been finely honed.
Oh, yeah.
Over a long period of time.
Stuart Boards, he's watching you out the back here.
He was still writing one of your questions when Skeet was speaking before.
It's insider trading. Let's get into it straight away. I've got total confidence that this is a good bet. All right, first up, as I was watching the test over the weekend, I flicked over to the news, and this story, particularly the ending, caught my attention.
Cricket lovers are in for a treat with an exhibition of Shane Warne treasures about to open at the MCG. The ground bought 100 of Warnie's historic keepsakes, but the location of one key item remains a mystery.
The Playboy Jocks. I'd like to wager it's the Playboy Jocks, and I've got them here if you need them. Hey, Skeet, make me an offer. Hey, Julie, imagine him prancing around. Hello, girls, dinner's on.
No, you can't have it, but how about you...
After stumps.
How about you have Travis Head to be the top run scorer for Australia in the
why not?
You know,
I'll take
$5. What do you reckon?
I'm all over it.
Right.
Done. Second leg, as a general rule for the multi, I like to keep up to date with Booney's socials, and I can't believe this came across on Booney's socials. There's Booney on his trip to Japan, And there's another picture, I think, of him eating. There he is. And as we know, he's pretty good on the fang. I'd like to wager he's going to need this bottle of soy sauce.
Oh, jeez.
By the way, I'm pretty sure he got his kimono from Ray's Tent City.
Oh, okay. You can't have
Can I have that?
No, you can't have it. But how about you have the Sacramento Kings at the line, which is 4.5, against the Suns in the NBA, and you have $1.88. What do you reckon?
Sure, I'll take it. Here we go, the important third leg. Now, as we all know, if you're a bowler, Stuart Broad told me this, the run-up is all important. You've got to get it right, like this bloke does. Yeah. Whatever gets you to the crease in an organised fashion.
What's going on?
That's a good nut. He's out.
Oh, Eddie! How's that? He's going to bowl this thing.
I didn't know where it was.
No, I didn't know where it was coming from.
I'd like to wager that is the second best bowling action I've ever seen. This. And here we go. Oh, boy. What's happening? Yes! I'd like to wager you've got to bowl him in short spells. That's not going to...
That's what you
just
call
telling you.
That's what you call
That reminds me of someone. I can't... Oh, there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, the second one's better. The second one... Can I have it?
No, you can't. But how about you have Pakistan to beat Sri Lanka? They've got a T20 international, and you can have $1.52 for that.
All right, I'll take it.
Right.
Now, here we are at the last leg of the year.
Yeah.
It's been a big year for the multi.
Yes, it has.
And I'm not saying we've run out of puff. Just before the end, and I've got no real reason to show you this, but...
Oh, God.
Check it out, it's a fat monkey. Yes! Yes! Look at that. That's a fat monkey. I'd like to wager his tree climbing days are over.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'd like to wager his mates call him Baboony.
You can't have it. You can't have it. You can't have it. And how about you take North to beat the Lions in the
Baboony. I'm finishing on
That's
Baboony.
not bad. That's not bad. AFLW Grand Final, you have $1.13. Preview favourites. Let's have a look. What's it paying? For the last time this year.
Get on.
There you go. If you like the look of it, jump onto the feed in the Sportsbet app. Find and follow Mixed Multi. And, of course, place your bet. The last shout is coming up next.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Watching. It is time for the last shout, and it's to everybody at home who's watched the show, whether they've been the regulation footy shows or the cricket specials. Thanks for tuning in. To everybody who's turned up in the studio audience, thanks for coming along and being part of the show.
Thanks to Han. Well done, Han.
Can I just read back Jim as well for this Joe Scuderi top as well, and his daughters Zali and Frankie as well. Thank you.
No doubt about that. Thank you very much. That is
Good luck to the Aussies at the Gabba.
Indeed. I know it's early, but to everybody who watches the front bar, have a really great Christmas and a safe New Year. Thanks for watching, as already said, and we'll see you back here in 2026. Bye, friends.